Hello and welcome to Coffee with Kirti. Today we have somebody who's been I've known this person for quite some time. He's a very modest person. He has done a lot of good work, but he never talks about it. So I wanted to bring the story out, and I wanted to make sure that the story is heard because what he's done has actually reached out to, I would say, if not millions, at least 100,000, more than 100, at least half a million people are already using what Siddhesh Prabhugaonkar has developed. So today we have with us Siddhesh, who is the co-founder of Bookstuff. This is an app that is mostly focusing on vernacular languages, which is free for reading, writing, and self-publishing. So I'll not take much time because I want Siddhesh to talk about it. So Siddhesh, welcome to Coffee with Kirti. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Kirti. Thank you for having me. I'm good. Hope I suppose the same on your side also. And I'm honored and privileged to be part of this show, Coffee with Kirti.
Awesome, awesome. So Siddesh, we'll right away dive into questions. I want to, understand about, first of all, I also know that you are a trainer, corporate trainer, and you also are a developer and architect of, in different languages. Basically, you do, I think, .NET, Java, and other languages, right? So, first of all, tell us about your background, what you do, and how this idea about Bootstrap came to you, and what has been the journey so far.
Sure. My day job is, or professionally, I'm in the IT industry. I currently work as a freelance corporate trainer, focusing on Microsoft .NET technologies, Angular, and Azure.
Okay.
Uh, it was in 2012 that me and my partner, Akshar, uh, who saw an opportunity. It was that time when mobiles as well as internet on mobile was getting popular in India.
Mhm.
There was so much content in English and other languages. So we wanted to toy around some idea of an app, basically an Android app,
Mhm.
which would give or allow Indian users to
Mhm.
read or share content based in vernacular languages, as you
Right,
mentioned earlier.
right.
So it was in that year we published some Android apps
Mhm.
based on religious content like Abhang, Bhajan in Marathi and some other Indian language. In few days, we saw that the apps got popular,
Mhm. Mhm.
and one of our earliest apps which got popular was Tukaram Gatha,
Okay, okay,
which is a very well-known religious book in Marathi language.
okay.
We started getting emails and calls from users or readers
Mhm.
saying that one of the users said that while he is traveling to and from office on
Mhm.
Mumbai local train,
Okay.
he is now able to read Tukaram Gatha because of the app on his
Oh wow.
mobile, Android mobile.
Wow.
And he don't have to carry the physical book anymore.
Mhm.
We
Mhm.
already know the rush on Mumbai local trains, right?
Right, right, right.
That was a kind of a inspiration for us. Also,
Okay.
we received such kind of feedback from other readers, other users, and that's
Uh-huh.
when our journey of Bookstuff started.
Okay.
And as time passed, we started adding a few more books, stories,
Mhm.
poetry, and other forms of literature and art on the platform. We created the website, dedicated website for readers as well as for writers,
Mhm.
and we also started adding content for other genres. If you look at Indian literature in local languages, we have many religious texts, right?
Right.
but we also wanted to bring out content in
Mhm.
other genres like
Mhm.
horror,
Mhm.
sci-fi,
Mhm.
fantasy, and so on.
Okay.
So today we have many users who are in, and we are supporting Marathi, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, and
Mhm.
of course English. Uh, People can read, write, comment, and share freely. We are
Very nice.
giving this platform totally free. We don't charge anything from the readers or writers.
Okay.
They have to just subscribe to the website or to the app, and they can read, write the content.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think, see, the next wave is vernacular, right? Because
Absolutely.
looking at what is happening around, with China ban and all of those things, will not get political, but taking India as the focus mostly, right? I'm supposing that if Bookstuck goes global, then you would want also to have people from Spain writing Spanish books, people from France writing French books, or other languages as well, which is your focus, right? Your focus is basically regional languages. So how has it grown? To what extent has Bookstuck grown? How many downloads do you guys have? How many readers do you guys have? And what are those numbers that you want to share? Because that will encourage our viewers to also know that this is not very new, just off the shelf app like any other apps. Because I have in fact I have downloaded this app. I'm not very good with regional languages, but I see there are English books as well. So I have started reading one book on Bookstuck, English book. So which is quite interesting. So tell us about what is that those numbers? What are those numbers? And we'll talk about more.
Sure. Uh, so we have Android as well as iOS apps
Okay,
and website.
okay.
Uh, on we have around a total numbers. If you look at the users and the readers,
Mhm.
they have crossed 3 millions
Oh
recently,
wow, wow.
and we have around daily active users of around 20K, 20,000.
Oh wow, very nice.
And one of our popular Android reader app
Mhm.
has been downloaded for by more than 500,000
Oh wow,
users.
wow, wow. Awesome, 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 awesome. So, why should somebody actually self-publish on Bookstuck rather than on Amazon or some other? Amazon Kindle also has self-publishing. It's also a self-publishing platform. Why should they choose to put their book on your platform, Siddesh?
Sure. Of course, there are many other platforms to self-publish,
Mhm.
uh, but our main focus is to support writers in local languages or native languages.
Mhm.
We not only provide them support for self-publishing, which is an easy interface as well as easy steps to write and publish. We also provide other tools such
Mhm.
as OCR. We have
Mhm.
created our own OCR tool to, for example, to give you an example of an old and rare book in Marathi called Chiman Ravanche Charad.
Okay.
It's an old and rare book
Okay.
which was in PDF format and it was not available in text format. We have
Okay.
converted it into a text format and put it in online on our
Oh, wow.
platform. So
Wow.
we have created such tools. We are also in the process of creating another tool for grammar and spelling check. There are
Mhm.
not many tools out there for which support vernacular Indian language.
Right. Right. Right.
So we are not only creating a platform for readers
Mhm.
to read and share, but
Mhm.
also for the authors who are new and upcoming authors to
Mhm.
groom them such
Mhm.
that they can go and create name for themselves, right?
Right.
And it also not only helps us, but it helps as a society. So this is
Right.
a kind of a social enterprise that we are running.
Right. 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 Awesome. Awesome. Um, you know, the thing is, a lot of vernacular people like reading a physical book, right? and this is an app. So what has the transition been? You told, one of your active readers goes on the Mumbai locals, and he enjoys reading Tukaram Gatha, right? So that is something fantastic. Do you have two questions? One is, how is that transition from a physical book to an app? Because I know, a lot of English readers are very it's easy for them to read on a mobile phone or on an iPad or something like that, right? But for a vernacular person who is coming from a rural background, for example, right, or even urbanites who like to read vernacular regional languages, they prefer mostly the physical. But how is that changing with bookstore? That's one of the questions. And second is, your readers, what is the age group? Is it mostly the older generation, like, who are 40, 40 plus or 50 years old, or do you guys have younger age group also?
Sure, let me answer that. For the first question, of course, many of people, including myself, I prefer physical books. I even have a pen and a notebook with me.
Myself
And if you
also.
look closely to the corner, I have a physical calendar also.
Yeah, yeah, I see that. I see that.
So, of course, I am a old school person.
Mhm, mhm,
But if you look closely, uh, then not only the younger millennials, but
mhm.
also the mid-age people or old age people,
Mhm.
when they are traveling, basically, right?
Right,
Or when we see that many people move to places because of work, vacation, or some other reasons, it is not easy to carry physical books,
right,
right? And many people prefer to read multiple books at the same time or multiple stories at the same time.
absolutely.
So carrying the bunch of books physically is a task in itself,
Right,
right?
right,
At the same time, if you look at the current climate, it's rainy,
right,
right?
right, right,
So it adds more challenges to carrying the actual physical books.
right, right.
So that's why we have seen that, of course, there are and there will be books, people who prefer physical books. But we have seen that whatever content we have put on the mobile app as well as the website on our platform,
Right.
we have seen because of this corona lockdown and all, we have
Mhm.
seen exponential growth
Oh,
on the
wow.
user base or the
Wow.
readership on our
Okay.
platform itself,
Okay. Okay.
right? So these are the limitations or the constraints we have with the physical book. So
Right.
that is why we see that not only millennials but mid-age as well as old age people.
Mhm.
And nowadays, if you look around, many people have habituated themselves to using smartphones.
Right.
So
Right.
it's easy for us to get into their hands now.
Oh, okay.
If you
Yeah.
remember the age old, there was a in 2012 itself, there was a Reliance ad, right?
Uh,
Duniya Muthi Mein.
you know, yes, yes, yes.
Yes, we
Absolutely.
want to bring out the content of Indian languages in the hands or the palms of the people.
Right.
That's our motto.
Okay. Okay. Great.
And you had a second question.
The second question was about the age group.
Age group, yes.
Right.
We have, if you look at the writer side, we have more millennials or new and upcoming authors who want to publish. We have
Okay.
100 plus dedicated or authors who are
Mhm.
continuously writing on our platform,
Okay.
creating content in various languages like Marathi, Hindi, Gujarati. Even we are supporting Sanskrit, the
Okay.
age-old
Wow.
language of
Wow.
India,
Wow.
and English also.
Oh, wow.
And from the readership side, if you look, it is diverse across the genres. If you look
Mhm.
at the religious content, it is
Mhm.
mostly read by the old age people, 50
Mhm.
plus, 45
Mhm.
plus. But
Mhm.
millennials like to read sci-fi, horror,
Mhm.
fantasy, and
Mhm.
so on.
Okay.
If you take an example of Game of Thrones, right?
Right.
It's a
Right.
mystery show that was very, very popular.
Right.
We don't have that kind of content, basically.
Mhm.
neither in text or video or any other format in
Mhm.
Indian languages, right?
Mhm.
So we
Mhm.
want to bring out that kind of content in
Mhm.
Indian language. If you
Awesome.
also let me also give you an example of manga industry in
Okay.
Japan.
Okay.
uh, they their whole culture, their whole
Mhm.
literature moves
Mhm.
around that manga industry. They have
Okay.
cartoons, they have videos, audio, everything revolving around it. It's a
Okay.
huge industry, and
Okay.
we want to do the same or bring out the same for Indian languages for our use.
Okay. Okay. So I don't know about manga, but I'm going to definitely research more about it, and try to understand what that literature or that culture, Japanese culture is, because that's something very new to me, right? And while talking to people
Y-
like you, only I can get
yeah,
something
you,
new. Awesome. Awesome. So
yes, you will be hooked, I'm sure.
sorry, I'll be what? So
You will be hooked to it.
I'll be hooked to it. Okay, I'll be hooked to it. Awesome, awesome. So, Siddesh, you also run this under Bookstruck. You also run this magazine called Aram, right? Tell us about that. What do you guys do with Aram? Because all these initiatives look very intriguing, very interesting. So, what is all about? What is it about Aram?
Sure. So we have communities on Facebook,
Mhm.
WhatsApp, and Telegram,
Okay,
where our readers as well as authors engage among themselves.
okay,
So on one of the WhatsApp groups, there was a request from the community itself to
mhm.
start a magazine,
Okay,
and that's when we gathered a team of volunteers.
okay.
Ours is our platform, as well as all the activities that we do is supported by the volunteers itself, and we are
Okay.
very thankful to them.
Right. Right. Right.
So it came as a request on a
Uh,
WhatsApp group.
okay.
We gathered a team of volunteers,
Mhm.
and we started a magazine in Marathi called Aram. It
Okay.
means the beginning,
Right.
the
Right.
beginning of a new era, right?
Right. Right.
So it was around 2 years back,
Right.
and and I'm glad to say that we are continuously running it to this date.
Okay.
We have edition coming out every 3 months,
Okay. Okay.
and for every edition there is a theme which
Okay.
the editor and the team sends out,
Mhm.
shares on the communities,
Okay.
and the community or any reader or user can send entries for the stories, poetry, cartoons, or any other form of literature or art
Okay.
that we can add as a content in that edition of Arambha magazine.
Okay. Wow. That's very interesting, because you're not just helping the authors, but also kind of bloggers also who would write articles in their own languages and stuff. That's something very interesting. So, and this is e-magazine, I'm guessing, right?
Yes,
This
we have
e-magazine.
every content, every book, every story comes out in the e-platform itself.
Okay. Okay. So, and what is the, since you've been doing this since 2012, what is your big goal? What do you want to see Bookstuck as? Where do you see it going in the next 5 to 10 years?
Sure. Uh, First of all, we want to create more tools for the authors so that
Okay.
it becomes easier for them to write and publish. For example, we currently have lack in tools such as grammar check and spelling check. We are
Okay.
currently working on it.
Okay.
Plus, down the line, we want to support more Indian languages like Bangla,
Okay.
Tamil, Telugu. We want to have content in all Indian languages,
Okay. Okay.
and we want to take Bookstruck to such a level that uh, we want to pass on our culture heritage in terms of literature to the
Mhm.
next generation itself. So we have to
Okay.
create content in that sort of huge amount itself, or the magnitude, right?
Right.
So
Right.
as someone has said, we should aim for the sky or the stars to reach a mountain.
Right. 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 So awesome. With the way you guys are going, almost, you said 3 million downloads across different apps that you have related to book stuff. And I think you guys are already doing a fantastic job on that. Now, I want to understand. So it's never an easy job to get to a point where you have 3 million downloads. It's a very difficult thing. How did you manage? What were the challenges for you to reach out to people, and how did you guys kind of really uh, kind of did you guys spam to everybody, or did you guys really get organic growth? How did you do that? I'm amazed, because I try to do a lot of things, and it's very difficult to reach that number. Forget about millions. Even reaching 10,000 is very difficult. How did you manage to do that? And what were the challenges?
Yes, I agree to your point that nowadays we have so much of garbage we see,
Right? Right?
not only in the mobile apps, but if you look at the newspaper, books,
Right?
or the news and other entertainment industry, we have
Right?
so much of content basically,
Right?
right?
Right? Right?
And it's hardly easy to keep up with it.
Right?
So it was not so easy, but of course our day job was there, and side by side we were trying to toy around with some idea. So
Mhm,
that's how this idea originated. We
mhm,
implemented it.
mhm,
We I'm very thankful to the community and the volunteers,
mhm,
because without them, without their
mhm,
support,
mhm,
without their sharing and commenting, we
mhm.
when we would not have been able to reach to where we are today.
Okay.
So initially we saw that there was not much trend,
Mhm,
or there was not much readership,
okay.
but we created communities on Facebook,
Mhm,
WhatsApp. We
mhm,
created dedicated groups for authors and the uh, readers
mhm,
to
mhm.
engage among themselves.
Okay.
In fact, it was out of such activity that the idea for Arambha magazine came out.
Okay. Okay.
Not only we are running these two platforms,
Mhm,
we are partnering with Earth Marathi in India
okay.
and also Indic Forum in US,
Oh, wow.
to create some social awareness activities, campaigns, and also we carry out some events like uh, uh, interviewing with the authors and so on.
Okay. Okay.
We last time we with our partners we ran a campaign for lockdown and coronavirus
Okay. Okay.
awareness on that, and
Okay.
currently we are running a campaign for suicide, related
Okay.
to suicide.
Okay. Okay.
Recently we had some news around
Yes.
suicide
Yes.
mentality, right? So
Right.
we are
Right.
currently running a social awareness campaign around that. So
Okay.
we also partner with other organizations to make
Mhm.
sure that we not only bring out content but
Right.
also educate and uh, help the readers or the users
Right.
to become socially aware.
Understood. Understood. So it's totally a community driven initiative, and you've been doing this for years now, and Bookstruck has become a community in a very different way, not just reading and writing, but also I think like you mentioned, you partner up with different organizations to spread awareness, right? I think that's a fantastic angle. Now going forward. How do you think the industry itself, right? The book industry, or the reading segment of the population. How is this going? How do you plan to impact on the reading side? Because see, I have a 6-year-old son, right? And my goal is to bring him more books, and I bring him more physical books. We don't have a television at home. I don't give him a mobile phone because he's too young to really go through an electronic gadget and stuff, right? So I give him physical books, right? So how do you see, and eventually he will get on a phone and iPad and start reading. But reading is a very important thing, right? Because that's something that will immensely help in the future for him and for the next generation. So how do you plan to impact on the what kind of impact do you think you want to have in terms of the book industry or in terms of reading? What is that impact that you want to see because of Bookstruck, because you built Bookstruck, because you created Bookstruck? What do you want to see the world to change as?
Sure. So if you look at the traditional way of publishing the print books, it's a time consuming uh, as well as it takes a lot of effort
Right,
to bring out the actual book in the market itself, the
right,
logistics involved, and there are so many constraints involved, right?
right, right,
If you look at the e uh, digital part,
right,
it's very easy to bring the content or
right,
take the content to the users or the
right,
readers,
right,
right? And of course, there are pros and cons of using digital or any other technology,
right,
as you mentioned with your for your example of your son, right?
right,
So it's up to us, right, to how
right,
to make use of the technology.
right,
It
absolutely,
could be digital
absolutely,
or something else,
right,
right?
absolutely,
So again, we have genres and content for children's books also, children
right,
poetry, children books, and so
okay,
on. So
okay,
we want to make sure that the for example, uh, bedtime stories is a good example, right?
okay,
For reading the stories and imparting knowledge,
right,
not only reading but imparting knowledge or
all
moral
stories,
guides,
all right,
yes, through stories via that. So we want to capture that kind of a market
right,
wherein we become a household name
okay,
wherever there is internet penetration. In India, if you consider now also, we still have internet penetration problems,
yes,
right?
yes,
But if you take a look at the Indian landscape, there
mhm,
are many users, or
mhm,
mobile has been there in hands of many users, right?
right,
So through this, since the device or the uh, uh, medium is already there, we
mhm,
want to uh, capture that moment and make
mhm,
sure that we seize that as an opportunity to
mhm,
make sure that we bring out content in more languages as well as more genres.
mhm,
uh,
mhm,
eh, Let me give you an example of Moby Dick.
right,
It's a book written 170 years ago by an
mhm,
American writer,
mhm,
based on a revenge of a captain of a
mhm,
ship
mhm, mhm.
uh, for a bite that was taken by a whale.
Oh wow,
It's a very fantastic read,
okay, okay, okay,
similar to Hemingway's book.
okay, okay,
So we want to get it translated into Indian languages.
okay, okay,
And I would urge volunteers to come forward and
okay,
support us to get it translated because it's
mhm.
very, very fantastic read.
Nice, nice. So tell me about the copyrights. What happens with the copyrights? You put some books on your platform. If it is not self-published, like for example, Moby Dick or any other such book that is in English and being translated to Marathi or other languages, or some volunteer thinks that I have this e-book of some author and I want to publish it so that it benefits the community as a whole. So what happens to the copyright rights? Is there any problem that you guys have? Has there been any problem that you guys have faced earlier, or in future there could be some problem?
True, and we, from the platform perspective, we want to honor all the copyright as well as laws and rules of the land, right? We had one incident initially
Mm,
wherein one of the users had put in copyrighted material, which that
okay,
user didn't have copyright, but the
right,
publisher had,
right,
and it was brought to our notice by the publisher.
okay,
Then we took down that content
okay,
and informed all the relevant parties. We took the
okay,
relevant action from the publisher side.
okay,
And since then, we have also put some technology in place to make sure that if
mhm,
any user tries to put copyrighted material,
right,
To make sure that there are no copyright infringement in place, and we
Okay.
also have volunteers who are manually trying to
Okay.
crouch to the platform to make
Okay.
sure that such incidences do not occur.
Okay.
So when we encourage authors to put the content which they own,
Right.
or we uh, have volunteers who put the content from the public domain
Mm-hmm.
to be placed on our platform.
Okay. Okay. So I think that kind of clearly has no problem out there in terms of moderation of what content is going on your platform. So that is taken care of, and you have technology also in place where things are being taken care of. So Siddesh, tell me about authors and stuff. How excited are authors when they come to your platform? How do they feel? That I have this platform and there is already like you said, monthly you have more than 20,000 readers and all of that, active readers, right? So how excited are the authors when they publish their books on your platform? And how do they
Uh,
reach out? And the follow-on question is, how do they reach out to you? I mean, can they just go on Bookstuff and just start publishing without talking to anybody? How does this work?
yes, absolutely. Whatever you said, it's a completely self-publishing platform.
Mm-hmm.
You need not reach out to us.
Mm-hmm.
Any user, any reader
Mm-hmm.
can create a login for himself or
Mm-hmm.
herself and start writing and publishing.
Okay.
It's an automated process.
Okay.
There is no any manual intervention involved. At the same time, if any person uh, is not able to, for any reason, not able to self-publish, they
Mm-hmm.
can also send us the content via email. We
Mm-hmm.
have a dedicated email for that,
Okay.
and one of the volunteers or our team will make sure that it gets published across our platform.
Okay, okay, okay. And tell me about the ready audience that is sitting out there waiting for new content. You have so many active users. So authors must be really excited about it, right?
Yes, absolutely. And you asked about the authors also, right?
Right,
So we have communities, right?
right,
And it's mouth publicity that
right,
we have. We
right.
also run some digital campaigns via all the social media platforms,
Okay,
but also we have helped people like Abhishek Thamke, Nimish Sonar,
okay,
Prasad Shirke. These are
okay,
very few names I'm taking
okay.
who have come to us,
Hmm.
created a name for themselves.
Oh
They
wow,
have been regular authors on our platform. At the
right.
same time, they have gone ahead and they have got the publishing deals from the publishers also
Oh
to
wow,
create physical books. So
wow.
that is something satisfying for us because we gave the platform stands for that.
Right, right, right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So one last question before I let you go. How in fact, the last question is about not authors, founders. If somebody is thinking of starting up, because Bookstruck in itself is kind of a startup, right? It's a community-driven startup. So, what is your message for founders who are looking to start out and in fact, you have gone through a journey. I know you for some time. You've gone through a journey where you had to raise a little bit of capital to kind of take care of some few things, and then you were still trying to raise some more capital because nothing comes free of cost, right? It's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of reaching 3 million is not, it's not an easy job. So what is the message that you would want to give to founders who are starting out and trying to make their way into the startup world?
Sure. So each one of has uh, already has interest as a
Mm,
hobby, right?
mm,
Or they have some liking towards some passion. Some
right.
people are passionate about sports, reading, writing, or whatever you are passionate about, or whatever interest you have.
Mm,
Make sure that you keep your day job first. That's
okay.
your primary bread and butter earner, right?
Right.
So because as you mentioned, we have also tried to raise funds and so on, but
Mm,
it's very difficult and
mm,
challenging these
mm,
days, right?
mm,
So first and foremost, keep your day job. At the same time, do this as a side activity,
Mm-hmm.
and make sure you are also putting at least an hour a day
Okay.
or more if you want
Right.
in your side activity, whatever it is. You might be creating an app, you might be creating some platform, or you might be creating something you are passionate about.
Right.
So make sure keep your day job and put dedicated time as a in a disciplined way every day,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what day it is. Every day put an hour into it, and you will see miracles
Oh,
happen.
wow. Wow. I think that is a very practical approach rather than going all in and it's very risky also and with the tough times that are going on these days with pandemic happening and all of that it becomes very difficult for startup founders to actually sustain. Self-sustaining is one thing and running a startup is a very different thing. So I think what you suggested to keep the job and also work on it with discipline. That is, I think that's really important. Well, I think this has been a fantastic interview in terms of understanding the book segment of the industry or the book industry or reading part of it. So I really appreciate your time and insights about and sharing a lot of information about what Bookstruck is. I think when I publish this episode, I hope you get more Bookstruck readers and more Bookstruck authors for more Bookstruck, and then it goes and becomes something that you wish it would become something very big. All the very best to you, Siddesh, and thanks for coming on Coffee with Kirti.
Thank you very much. It was absolute pleasure to be here.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very
Thanks
much
a lot.
again.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
yeah,
much, Siddesh. Thanks a
yeah.
lot. Bye bye.